Well, this amendment deserves a my. It really does. I rise in strong support for the advanced funding for the toxic exposure fund. Now, I'm going to say this. As the mother of a United States Marine who fought in Iraq and Afghanistan, it is appalling to me that we even have to fight for this amendment. Okay, I'll try to calm down. Norma's giving me the eye. Hey, listen, the bottom line is this. Many illnesses caused by toxic exposure can be treated, some even cured. But that care isn't always simple. It can take months, sometimes years, of IV infusions, of medication, intensive follow-up. And if Congress does not provide advance funding, we're risking a devastating consequence. Veterans having their treatment interrupted or cut off entirely, and for many that could be a death sentence. Now, a good memory I have actually was at my son's graduation at Quantico with hundreds of other parents, and we saw these men and women getting ready to become officers in the United States Marines. And I will tell you they were standing there strong, and they were standing there healthy and enthusiastic and patriotic, just like the maybe 160,000 other men and women every year who enlist. And I want to emphasize, when they enlist, they are strong, and they are healthy, and they are patriots. Some never come home. Some return in flag-draped coffins. But some come home and they live long lives until one day they're told that they have cancer or COPD or Parkinson's from exposure. Over 1 million veterans have already made claims for benefits under the PACT Act. That's a lot. But for many of them, as I said, there are treatments that offer real hope, but without advance funding, those treatments could stop midstream, cut short because of political games. And this is not acceptable. And this is not the message that we want to send to young people who we want to enlist in the military. With the bipartisan PACT Act, we made a promise to take care of our patriots. And if we fail to fund it properly, we're not just breaking our promise, we're turning their backs on people who wore the uniform for us. And today, I don't speak really just as a member of Congress, although it's an honor. I speak for the families of veterans, for every spouse, child, and parent who sends a loved one off to defend our freedoms, trusting that they will be cared for when they return. And just to be blunt, as a Marine mom, this bill, without the necessary advance, I'll be polite, it infuriates me. Because we owe our veterans more than half measures and hollow commitments. I'm voting for this amendment. I hope all the other patriots in this room will do that too. Let's keep our promise and let's save lives. And I yield back. May I just ask Mr. Carter some questions?
Young ladies recognize to pose a question.
Mr. Carter, I have some statistics. I just would ask if you could confirm these things. I don't know.
Maybe I didn't make myself clear. It'll advance the money for 1 year.
Advance.
And any money that's not used may be carried over, or it may be
Okay, but I just.
But if there's a need, we will fund the need.
This is my concern. My concern is that there are so many veterans making claims, which are being approved quite rapidly. My concern is that funding should run out in the middle of somebody's treatment. That's my concern. And I want to just ask you if these, I'm not trying to challenge you in any way. I just want to know if these statistics are correct. But from what I have read, there've been over 3.5 million exposures, 1.4 million veterans have applied, 880,000 claims have been processed, 660,000 claims have been approved, And the cost is projected to be something like $797 billion over 10 years. So it really, my concern is if 1.4 million veterans have already applied and 880,000 claims have already, 660,000 already been approved, do you know what that adds up to? Because I'm worried.
More than $50 billion.
Okay, so if it adds up to more than $50 billion, why are you not allowing us to advance the funding?
Being advanced
because people, but you know, let me tell you something. I have seen these veterans hooked up. They sit for 8 hours with an IV in their arm, and then they go back month after month. And what happens if you run out of money and they can't complete their treatment? That's what I'm worried about. Because they can be cured.